Hey guys, Coach Mitch here. So we're going to see some reasons why when I say you are protecting our country and what it looks like to say that. Because when you're in CBP, whether you're Border Patrol or CBPO, you're truly screening people to keep our country safe. This is why. This is exactly why you have to have situational awareness when you're doing your job as CBPO or BP. It ties right into when I'm training you for your structured interview, things you need to do and say because the people who are listening to you are doing this every day. This here's a great catch again. It's an awesome way to keep the country safe. I like to think that the officer or agent was just asking the right open ended questions, watching the person's eyes, maybe watching for nervousness, maybe sweat. Not sure, it doesn't say, but I can tell you this. This is a good result of paying attention to the driver in the vehicle. This is what they want you to do, to be aware at all times and your head on a swivel. Those are just two photos so far. I'll show you more in a little bit here, but this is the seriousness of this job. This is why in almost every video I try to tell you you're not walking into a civilian-based interview. You just aren't. Civilian-based interviews don't have things like that they're asking about. It's imperative you understand this. Remember, 32% of my clients are returned, meaning they took the test on their own, the interview on their own, got hammered in the interview, and now they came to me for the first time to show them how to do it, and I help them out, and then they pass. This is serious stuff, folks. And I know many of you already know it's serious, but for you that don't understand the interview process, part of the interview process is going to inquire about questions like that in those photos. What you're seeing, how you saw it, when you saw it, how did you communicate, what procedure was done. I mean, it's like that in the interview. So you have to be ready and understand it's very serious. Classic example here. You just have to look at everything. It may seem obvious where it's at, but it is somewhat concealed regarding the same color, the dark color. It's sitting kind of weird. I mean, with just a quick eye look over, you might not see it, but this is another great catch from CBP or BP, whoever did it. It's just another hint to remind you how serious this job really is. You are protecting the country. And these packets here, they were seized in the water. I forget which Pacific, I'm not sure which one it was, but again, this is really great work. These packages were found in the water. They were also taken to 3 or 4 suspects too, so they try to ditch the packages, but they didn't do a good job. People sometimes say, well, that's just a really small part of the overall picture. Yeah, but it's still a part, right? It's still keeping people safe, right? So that's what you're looking at. And at the end of the day, this is what makes your job so, gosh, satisfactory. It's just a satisfaction job because you're doing something to keep the country safe. You're screening, and that's something we cannot thank you enough for. Incredible work. Good job here. This is why I make these videos because I want you to understand a large part of your job is that you're screening, keeping things out, keeping people out, keeping drugs out, right? That's your job. I want you to see how awesome it is when you catch those kind of, oh my gosh, big time offenses, right? Those are huge offenses. The damage those things can cause to people, cause to the country, to cause to innocent bystanders is immeasurable. We don't know what that is. It goes right back again to the interview, though. You are going to get questions that are going to test you already in the interview process if you understand what to do when this stuff comes across you. What to do, how to handle it, who to contact, procedures to take place. There are many points that each of those finds has to them. In my program, you will get those questions in there from CVPO or BP, it doesn't matter. You're going to get them because they're going to ask you the same stuff. So you have to be ready. It's not about the glamour or how cool the job is, none of that kind of stuff. It's about standing strong but silent and doing the job and keeping our country safe. That's what it's all about. Also, too, I really think, as a veteran, I think people like you who want to stand in the front line of America, you too should be told thank you for your service when they see you. I see it almost equivalent because you're still protecting the country. It's a great thing to see this. I got one more picture to show you, but I'm hoping you enjoyed this video so far. If you do, please subscribe, of course. If you want some one-on-one coaching for the structured interview with a 90.4% pass rate times almost 7 years in the business here, I can show you. Description below, get into my calendar, and I'll see you on the other side. And I'll start training you so you can ace that interview. Okay? Take care. This is an excellent catch. Very great catch. This is what it's all about. You guys are doing your jobs. You make this kind of bust. It's a good feeling. You guys keep on going to your mission. You want interview help? I'm here to help you. I want you to do the same thing you see in the photo here. Get this, guys.